birthday! Alright, now that I've officially dated this video, hey guys, JamesMCD Reviews here. Welcome to another TV log, and today I'm going to be talking about Harley Quinn Season 4. This is the latest season of the hit DC animated show on HBO Max, Max. And this season focuses on Harley and Ivy trying to keep their relationship working while also leading separate lives. Harley has joined the Bat family and is trying to transition into the world of heroism while also getting caught up in a murder case with someone who's trying to take out various members. And Ivy is heading up the Legion of Doom and trying to build herself up as, you know, a credible businesswoman and promote socially conscious evil while also having a dick measuring contest with Lex Luthor. And Bane is off trying to learn how to make pasta. In case you didn't see my Season 3 TV log, I really loved the first two seasons of Harley Quinn. Season 3 was alright. It wasn't my favorite. There were some things that I liked about it, but overall it just wasn't as solid as the previous two. And the Valentine's Day special had some problems, but it definitely was a return to form as far as like comedy, writing, animation, everything like that. And going into this season, I'm gonna be straight up honest, I forgot that this was coming out. Like, Season 4 was announced pretty soon after Season 3 ended, I'm guessing because of the popularity and the demand for it. And then it just kind of disappeared without a whole lot of fanfare, not a whole lot of updates. But then randomly I was looking on Instagram and an account that I follow that has like movie and TV updates, they were like, oh, the first few seasons of Harley Quinn Season 4 are out, and I'm like, what, already? It's very weird because like with Season 3, like Season 3 was huge because it was coming off the back of like a really big cliffhanger. Not many people thought that it was gonna get continued, and whether it be for just low ratings or disinterest or just some political bullshit from HBO Max, like the future of the Harley Quinn series was kinda like up in the air. So when Season 3 was announced, like it was huge and people knew about it and they paid attention to it. Whereas here, it felt like the Season 4 just kind of like swept under the radar, and not a whole lot of people either like knew about it, or if they did know about it, they didn't really care as much. I'm gonna be brutally honest, after watching all the episodes, the season finale just aired yesterday. After watching the entire season all the way through, I'd be lying if I said I didn't understand why. This is by far and away the weakest season of this show. It's not bad. There are things I like about it, which I'll get into, but of the season so far, this is definitely the weakest. The time between Season 4's announcement and Season 4's release was a lot quicker than Season 3. So I don't know, I don't know for sure if like the production on this was rushed or if they had like a quicker deadline to meet, but if someone were to tell me that, I honestly wouldn't be surprised, because the writing for this one, and particularly the story, feels very disjointed. Like with the previous seasons, like it felt coherent. Like it felt like there was an overarching thing connecting all these episodes together. And with this, like there is kind of by the end, but like it's very, very sloppy. I think this is the first time where Harley and Ivy are like hardly in episodes together, and I mean, I know they did that on purpose to like show them at their, you know, trying to make their outside lives work and everything like that, but it's like that's not why we are watching this show. We like seeing them together. So when they're split up for most of the season and then their ultimate realization like towards the end is that, you know, they're better together and they need to be in each other's lives, it's like they didn't already know that. Also, there are a lot of aspects to the like story this season that feel kind of like underdeveloped. Like Ivy's whole thing with the Legion of Doom and wanting to have the leg up on Lex, like it was developed enough, like it became sort of the central focus towards the end. But Harley's whole thing with the Bat family, like, and her sort of confliction between like being good and evil, like it was an interesting like idea, like at the end of Season 3 when they showed her like joining the Bat family and choosing to be a hero and everything like that. But then they just kind of like undo it all in this season, and it doesn't feel as natural. I don't know, it's something just seemed like it got lost along the way. They could have easily like played around with that conviction with like, and developed on that with like aspects like Harley and Ivy's daughter from the apocalyptic future, or the potato Harley, that both of those things just end up kind of being jokes by the end, but like they were like really intriguing sort of side things that you honestly didn't know where they were going, and they just kind of didn't utilize them the best, if I'm being honest. So many things in this season feel like an afterthought. The whole Joker stuff, like you had a really good thing going with like him, you know, having his like hero redemption arc in season 3 and becoming like a family man and even running for mayor, and him being the one to throw Bruce Wayne in jail. Like that was hilarious, and it was like a really well developed like part of the 3rd season. Here, like not only is Joker hardly in it, but like they just backpedal his character development so far, and like it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Like he's like, oh, I'm suddenly bored of, you know, being a good guy, so me and my family are gonna be evil now. And then, you know, he gets involved with this series of like murders of the Bat family so that he can get like a leg up on, you know, re-entering the Legion of Doom and everything like that. But again, like this stuff is hardly developed on, and he hardly shows up in this season, so it just feels like they had an idea for how they wanted to sort of write his story, but they didn't have enough time to like fit it in naturally, so it just seemed like just forced in just so that they could be like, oh, Joker is in this. Bruce Wayne is pretty much forgotten about like throughout the season. Like no one seems to care that Batman is in jail. Catwoman shows up at the end. She comes out of nowhere. Talia al Ghul is introduced in the beginning of the season, and it makes her look like she's gonna be like a huge like force like going forward, but she hardly gets any screen time. Again, it just feels so disjointed and so rushed. It's like they had a whole bunch of ideas, but they didn't either they didn't have the time, or HBO didn't want to give them the time to properly fit them in. So it just seems like really incoherent. And I honestly think that kind of affected like the comedic writing as well. Like, yeah, there were some like funny bits here and there, but like it didn't have the same like sharp wit as the previous seasons. Like it's honestly kind of sad when the best episode of this season involves Bane going to Rome to learn how to make pasta because he wants to win over the heart of Mr. Freeze's ex-wife. The animation as well is still kind of like in that sort of low area. Like it isn't as like noticeably choppy as the previous season, but there are definitely some moments where like the characters are off model and it looks a little weird and it's very noticeable. I don't know if the budget got cut between seasons, but like again, it definitely showed, especially after coming off of the Valentine's Day special where that special looked great. You could definitely tell there are some shots in this season that just don't really look right. Like I said, this season isn't bad. There are things that I like. I mean, the voice acting is all still great. Harley and Ivy, for the few moments where they are together, still have great chemistry. You love seeing them try to work out their problems. It is a bit frustrating that they're ultimately learning the same lesson over and over again, but you know, you still like seeing them together. It's not like you want them to be separated. You know, seeing Harley with the Bat family, like, again, it's a weird concept on paper, and in some aspects it works, like the clashing of ideals between Harley and Batgirl, and you know, the jokes about Nightwing's ass and everything like that. Like, that stuff is funny, but like, I wish it was just like, I don't know, developed on further. Yeah, overall, this season was kind of a disappointment, I'm not gonna lie, which is a shame to say because I really liked the first 2 seasons, and even season 3, like, yeah, it had a lot of problems too, but I thought it was much more enjoyable than this one. And not to say that I'm done with this show forever. Like, I still believe in the people that are involved, and I mean, if there is a season 5 and they just announced they're doing a Kite Man spinoff next year, so I'll probably watch that. If it's the same people that are involved in this, like, hopefully, like, what if something internally has gone wrong, they can fix it, but like, I don't know, as is, like, the season was not what I had hoped it would be, and that's kind of a shame to say. But regardless, it wasn't like Secret Invasion. It wasn't like painful to watch. It was just kind of lackluster, if I'm being honest. So going to my ranking, I would have to give season 4 of Harley Quinn a 3 out of 5. But anyway, that does it for this video. Let me know down in the comments, did you watch Harley Quinn season 4? Did you even know that it was coming out? Like I said, it kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people. But if you watched it, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you agree with some of the things I said, that it's the weakest of the seasons? Let me know all that stuff down below. I've got more videos coming soon, but until then, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.